Okie dokie, let's go jump rank games with a random character and see what we're gonna get today, and immediately playing the big old Berserker. Now we got a utility pouch so we can craft up some dragon skin armor since we got one on sale, and we also start off with a bag of stones, which is fantastic. I'm also tempted to grab this broom though. Well, I mean, this thing, Dom the Darkness. So we either keep our bag of stones or we sell our shield. We have a bit of a problem because I do want to grab the broom, but we won't be able to fit in our armor as well as the broom. Just not enough storage for it. No matter what way you place it, this one little slot kind of screws this a little bit. I'm still going to sell the wooden buckler, and I'm going to take our broom. Going to take our broom. And honestly, we're definitely going to lose this round no matter what, because with the bag of stones, we've no stones, we bought this amulet, we spent a lot of money on it. The best way we can actually win is if we sell this bag of stones and buy ourselves a garlic, plus the shiny shell, and then add this in later. But that's our best chance of winning this round. But for future, this is going to be better for us. That's right now. We're going to lose this round. I'm going to rock on with this as our first round, because I do want to craft this dragon skull armor more than anything. Setting up for the future. So I'm going to speed this one up because we're literally going to be hammer smashed. That's for sure. We get a little bit of heal, and somehow if we manage to survive and let that fatigue chip down our opponents, the game would be completely broken. Now speaking of hammers, that's our own hammer. But I do want to take this whetstone. I want to roll. We need some storage most of all, and we need to grab ourselves a stone too. We could go for that shepherd's crook, but I'm not leaning too much into it. I'm still going to roll though. And we could go for that shovel. But I'm just going to take the garlic for now, and this is going to be our next round. Now, is this going to be good enough? Maybe. Because the dragon skull armor does give us that tiny bit of damage reduction during battle rage. It's only 8%, but it also gives us 45 block. It's a lot of block, and we just need our Amulet of Darkness to trigger just a little bit on our broom as well as our stone. But our opponent does have lots of heals. We do got lots of crits, and we got some lifesteal during that battle rage. And it's not looking too bad. That's for sure. We definitely have the lead since we heal back up to full and we got our armor too. Smashing even. Definitely so. Now here's the thing. Picky Pinatas on sale. We could be taking this and looking for some piggy banks. I kind of lean towards investment opportunity. Maybe go for some big man up bombs. Or we could go for Fortuna's Kiss and go for chance-based effects, especially on Arm of Darkness. But I think right now I kind of want to take the investment opportunity. We also want to grab a little bit of storage, and we could try to go for Falcon Blade with a spike staff, which doesn't seem too terrible, to be honest, if I want to try and go for that. I do also want to grab this fanny bag. Not sure what we're going to have our inventory out. For now, I kind of want to look for another stone. And maybe we forget about our Falcon Blade. Now, I'm not crazy for wanting to go for something like a box of riches with the leather bag as well. Spend all our monies next round grabbing all this. I'm not even going to craft up a little hero sword because I'm going to be getting rid of it next rounds. And yeah, we're going to be venturing on with this. We do need to find some healing herbs too though, so we can actually use our investment opportunity on our little hunger blade so we can stack with some max life when it does convert that regen into vampirism. However, that's double spears with loads of twins and a Shelly with a dragon skull armor and a life seal. Hell yeah, not bad at all. And that's an eye lamp on sale. That's a lot of stuff I do want to get. Let's sell you first of all. Let's grab our Hunger Blade 2. I still want our box of riches. I want to take it this rounds. But I also kind of want to take a little bit of storage. And I'm thinking about selling this whetstone. So we go ahead and take our eye lamp. Take the eye lamp, craft up that burning coal, and leave it like so. Now we didn't get too much stronger because we literally do not have a single bit of vampirism. We're going to start off with a tiny bit, but we should have our eye lamp scaling up our damage, make us go a little bit faster. But that's about it. Not too crazy by any means. But can we survive? Going to begin. This Pyromancer is not looking too bad for us. They do have Ever Burning, but they don't have their hero sword just yet. And smashing. Not bad at all. And we could have went for frost. We could go for frostbite. But I don't think that's going to be the plan. I still want our gloves though. Box ridges. I'm going to roll once. That's a mana orb and a second box of riches and a fanny pack too. So much items I really want. Do we sell our Armor to Darkness? It's been good and all. It's going to carry us in the next round again. 7 damage is way more damage than our weapons at the moment. So it is no joke. I'm thinking about going for a spike staff along with some mana thirst potentially, hopefully. Well, that's the game plan today. I'm also thinking about selling a little Starve Courage, taking this out and taking another box of riches and being way too greedy for ourselves. I want those gemstones. But we're going to take these in the next rounds and keep our gloves because I want to go for Dragon Claws. Because we might end up going for a Deerwood Guardian type situation, and having gloves in it just makes a lot of sense. Speeding up both our weapons as well as whatever heals us and gives us mana. The Dragon Skill Armor actually putting in some work for us, but that is a Turbo Shelly at 8 seconds with lots and lots of freaking heals and heat stacking too. And he's going to pop off right at the end. We barely bit him. I'm pretty sure 1 more millisecond. 1 more millisecond and this guy was popping off and we would have been toasted. And that's a crazy blue gemstone. It's too much though. 8 gold, but it does give us our block once we do start up stacking up a ton of mana. But I do want to go for Magic Staff first. I still want to grab this fanny pack and I want to roll again, and that's a huge, huge emerald. Kind of cracked actually, because that should give us enough regen to scale up an absurd amount of Prism. But 16 gold, there's no way in hell I'm paying for that. Not a chance. I do want to take our Cell Blue Brace though. And I did say we wanted to take some healing herbs, so I'm going to reserve this. And we are going to move on. We're going to craft up our Magic Staff, because we're an investment opportunity. Once it's crafted up and we use up a ton of mana, we should be able to stack up a ton of max life as well. Now, holy moly, that's going to be a lot of flat damage, but they could have had their little dagger beside their longsword, and you are going to be running out of stamina because you are speeding up. Actually, doing not too bad in stamina because the utility pouch they're slowed down anyway, and they're getting all that damage from it. And what do I know? We got smashed from it. At least we got a Magic Staff. Now we could go for Box Prosperity. I literally sold our Starved Courage, which is a big ol' yikes. But being on sale for 5, I might still want to take it and craft it up. I'm going to move this up slightly because I'm going to take the extra stone as well. We can reduce that healing a little bit further. And yeah, I think we move on with this once again. Our Meneki Neko we're going to be crafting up. We're going to lose out on a Box of Riches, but we should be able to get a bit more storage for ourselves anyway. We can always put our investment opportunity into it. And then maybe our subclass. But we want our subclass to be going as fast as possible. And holy poison, this mushroom farm is making us very, very stinky with poison. And that's going to be enough to beat us out, unfortunately. Bring us down to 2 lives, but we get 1 back. And this is where we're going to take Deerwood Guardian. Because it's going to give us our mana, it's going to give us our heals, it's literally everything in between, and we got ourselves our Spike Collar, which I'm going to be taking. I'm definitely going to be taking it. I'm going to roll, and we could grab ourselves a shield if we want to. I'm not sure if we really do. Some blue gemstones I do want. I'm not sure I really want much of this either. Set up Blue Brace, so I do want to take more storage for now too. And we might as well grab this little gemstone too. And that's a second Hunger Blade. I was kind of hoping that we would grab ourselves another mana orb before we get an extra Hunger Blade. But I'm going to take it still. Now as for Meneki Neku, I'm honestly thinking about selling it. We could have went for second Box Prosperity, but I don't see us actually making proper use of it. I'd rather actually just keep it as a Box of Riches for now. Although this will speed up our Deerwood Guardian if we could get it online. But I'm not going to be trying to prioritize that at the moment. So I'm going to sell it. I do want to take another fanny pack, speeding up our broom even faster. I said broom, our Magic Staff. But it is upside down so we can fit our stones in this nice spot. We're going to have our gloves, target our broom, our Magic Staff. I don't know why I keep saying broom. We're going to craft up our Dragon Claws along with our Spike Staff so we can get a bunch of power stacking per day. We do need to survive for 5 seconds. Once we enter Battle Rage, this guy is going to be going insanely fast. Give us our heals, give us our mana, and then with our investment opportunity, we can scale up our max life also. So it shouldn't be too bad for us. Definitely not. Our stamina kind of going down just a little bit, but we do want to grab another Hunger Blade to add that in too. But can we keep up? Hell yeah, we can. Not bad at all. Although, that's freaking crits, man. Crits is kind of crazy to get. I'm going to take it. I also want a Hunger Blade. This would be fantastic for stamina, but I'm not going to be too pushed about it. I will gladly take a big old banana though. And we need to figure out how we're going to fit this in too. I'm also thinking about Stellar Arm to Darkness because we don't necessarily need it as much anymore. The regen I kind of want to take too. And then I also still want to craft this up. We get that heal reduction too. Might as well take this tiny little gemstone and move on with this. We're hoping to find ourselves a collar. The collar would be nuts for us, but we should be able to stack up an insane amount of power for us. Our stamina is going to be extremely low because they're both inside our utility pouch. But we do need to survive till we get to our Battle Rage. Then we take that less damage. We also lifesteal like crazy, even though our opponent has insane amounts of lifesteal done on us. We can also stack up our max life. And then our power increases our weapon damage as well. And then all we need to do is stack up our luck to get big old crits. And hell yeah, smash it even. Now here's the thing. We could go for guard power, but I'm not sure if we really want to. It's kind of open for false life here. double rainbow we could take for our Deerwood Guardian to stack over buffs, but it's going to be so difficult to actually fit in properly. So I'm not too pushed about that either. But I'm leaning towards the second Battlecry and taking a bunch of helmets. That's probably our best bet. Either that or gamble. But the Echo Battlecry is just so good, man. Especially if you go for Prismatic Orbs too. Because then we can get our mana from the rip. We can get our Vampirism from the rip. The mad thing is, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take our little red ruby and going to roll. And we could go for more spike colors. Spike shield could be nice as well, but I'm going to leave all this as well. You know what, since you're on sale, I might as well grab you. And I'm going to sell this little healing down gemstone so we can take the storage too. And for now, I'm going to move on once again. I'm still not putting in this Hunger Blade. Not right now, at least. We are facing a double axe with the time melting. Now, I did put our Echo Battlecry this side, so it's going to give us more Vampirism. It's going to give us more regen, so we can constantly scale up our Vampirism. And we can start dealing some big damage as long as we stack up our crits as well. We're also going to deal some big damage with that double axe too. However, we do manage to smash out once again. And there's our mana orb. Hell yeah, we'll be taking you. We're going to be crafting up this mana thirst. We're going to be taking another little chipped ruby. The flute might as well grab along with the unstable recombobulator, and we're going to roll again. And that's another Hunger Blade. How many Hunger Blades can we get? Well, to be honest, I'd love to fit in as many mana thirsts as possible along with a spike staff. But it is going to be way too costly for us. I'm going to sell you just so we can take this little bit of storage. And we might want to place this in here. And yeah, I'm going to have to leave this Hunger Blade. But we're going to craft up this mana thirst for sure. So then we can fit in an extra Hunger Blade. But we can also stack up an insane amount of mana too. Now that Holy Spirit is going to be dangerous with that Villain Sword as well. Nice little combo for them. We're going to attack faster once you get invincibility. But so far, it's not looking too bad for us. Spike Staff, Hunger Blades, working out kind of nicely. And with that, we traded up and we got some, honestly, tons of healing down. Well, for now, I'm going to take both of these. Healing Herbs for more regen, lump of coal for more heat. I kind of want to take a second Dragon Scale Armor. Am I crazy for it? Maybe. The second Dragon Scale would make us take less damage. It's going to be a lot more storage for us though, but we can fit more gemstones in it. However, I still want to look for helmets, so I'm going to just bypass it for now. However, maybe we take this instead. You're going to be down for that. I'm going to take a little red ruby. So I'm still going to be crafting up all these gemstones. I want to have some big powerful gemstones, but once you craft up our King's Crown, we're not going to get access to gems anymore. But I still think it's going to be worth it. So I want to sell you and want to take more sets of blueberries, all the blueberries in the world as much as possible. And I do want to craft up another little burning coal. Speed up our little bit of a mana thirst action, and we moved our weapon situation to be a little bit better. This spike staff is going to eat up an insane amount of stamina. That's why I want to go for mana thirst, because their stamina cost is going to be extremely low compared to a Hunger Blade. But still, our stamina's not going to be too bad. Maybe a different story once we enter Battle Rage, because with our Dragon Claws, it's going up to 0.8. But the more weapons we have in, the better we can use our power, the more we can lifesteal with our Vampirism and our Utility Pouch. But as long as I have the invincibility, we can't lifesteal at all. Once it's over, yeah, it shouldn't be too close after that. And smashing once again. Definitely awesome. But we still want to take our crown. We want to take our crown, we want to grab any gemstones we can take, and that's a helmet. Immediately backtrack and want to just take this helmet because we're Echo Battlecry. Should we hold off on crafting it? I don't think so. I think we craft it up immediately. Now here's the thing I'm also considering. We stack up a lot of buffs, so we could try to take the Jin's Lamp and try to lamp on it to something like our Spike Staff. I think that could be kind of nice too, because we stack up lots of luck with our Lake Badge. If you get another mana orb, we might not have to craft up another mana thirst. We could try to get a big mana of bombs, so we could stack up all our other buffs. We could be able to get spice from our Spike Staff as well. It makes a lot of sense, right? So I think for now I'm going to take this extra bit of storage, place it down below. And you know, I'm going to take this Jin's Lamp. I'm going to take the Jin's Lamp with the helmet too. Let's see how we manage to get on with this. Now that's a crossblades with a stone golem, as well as a Holy Spirit. Holy moly, this is a nice setup. And unfortunately with the lifesteal at the very beginning, yeah, we can't do nothing about that. We need our helmets really, really badly. Speaking of one helmet, that's going to be smashing, and we want to switch these gemstones around just a little bit so we get that extra bit of lifesteal, or extra bit of healing, and that healing down too. Let's take our helmet this time around. You know, I did want to take this Jin's Lamp, so I might sell a little, I was going to say topaz. We're going to sell a little chipped emeralds. We can place that in, we can also place our helmet back in, we can switch this around just a little bit. And yeah, I think we're going to be happy enough with this. I'm going to put a little blue gemstone into our armor so we have to potentially get some block also. Let's get going. We should have actually targeted our Glowing Crown as well, because this is going to stack up our mana. We should be able to get invincibility. A lot of blind on us, so I'm kind of glad we got our eye lamp too. But again, we need to survive till we get to Battle Rage. Once we get to Battle Rage, we get tons and tons of lifesteal, lots of damage reduction, and it's not looking too dangerous from here for sure. Definitely not. Big, massive crits. Now, we only end up with about a 42 DPS, which is not too crazy. Manitor, Spike Staff, Hunger Blade, all doing some decent work for us. The nice thing about lamping onto our Manitors is accuracy is still going to be 100% no matter what, because the accuracy is much higher on this guy than, say, our Hunger Blade along with our Spike Staff. Now, the reason to keep going is if we manage to get ourselves an Acorn Collar, we will be able to smash up because our heals 40 healing per second with about 124 max life gained. And in terms of block, Dragon's Glamour gives 45, our Little Sapphire didn't give us a whole lot either. But if we get ourselves an Acorn Collar, we can just smash out no problems whatsoever, 1,000,000%. Now, we still want to kind of grab this with a little bit of storage. It's going to make our eye lamp in a slightly worse spot, maybe place this over, we will lose the slot for Deerwood Guardian. We could go for Prismatic Orb, but I'm going to negate that for a second, and that's our collar. And what we're going to do is, we're going to take it and we're going to craft up that red color, so we should be able to get crazy amounts of lifesteal. Just an absurd amounts. Keep rolling for now. That's another helmet, which we're definitely going to grab. And the card's going to be nice because it does cleanse those debuffs as well as give us some power. Give us some power. You see, I'm going to be happy enough rocking on with this.
Okay.
Definitely so. Now, our opponent is going to be inflicting a lot of poison with that Serpent Staff, especially with the Anvil. They're going to have lots and lots of damage on it. With the Falcon Blade, they're going to be going fast as well. They have reduced their healing by the same amount as well. We have reduced their healing too. And we get our invincibility from our King's Crown as well. And is it going to be close at all? 66 poison on us? Definitely not. 1,000,000% not going to be close at all. Now we got a red color, which is going to be a lot more lifesteal too. But we do want to craft up this helmet. We want to craft up this helmet. We want to take this extra helmet too. We just keep rolling. There's not too much else I'm kind of looking for right now. We could take another Glowing Crown, being on sale for 6. I kind of want to take it. We're going to place it in here, so once we do use up our mana, we should be able to scale up our max life. Now, it doesn't work on a King's Crown because, just positioning wise, I'd rather have it targeting our Hunger Blade along with our Spike Staff. But also keep as much as we can with our Deerwood Guardian too. Okay, I'm going to rock on once again. I'm going to craft up this helmet. I'm going to get a King's Crown. And we should be able to lifesteal for days with a red collar, as long as we get some luck. But our Vampirism is going to scale up our crits instead of our luck this time around. Now that's an absurd amount of poison on us. King Goober to keep him healthy as well. We got our own invincibility. We've got our own Battle Rage too. And I'm going to be able to keep up because that's so much poison on us. And that Fancy Scraper is going to start dealing some massive damage. But so are we. That's 130 crit. And I don't think this is going to be close whatsoever. Smash it even. Hell yeah. Definitely not a bad build. Now that's another helmet. I mean, I gotta take this helmet. It's gonna be too good not to take. There's so much damage reduction for days. We take the Glowing Crown then too, and then we keep rolling. And that's another red. That's another freaking Hunger Blade too. Now I'm also going to sell the Shiny Shell with the Topaz, and I will be taking this. I might have to take out a card and craft up the Stone Helmet. I'm thinking about leaving out our emeralds so we can get some Vampirism for ourselves. We're going to be crafting out this blue gemstone. I'd like to grab more red rubies, but we don't have any more red rubies. I'm going to have to take out a card as well, which may not be ideal because we could be in big trouble with this big old Bloodthorn with 240 max life, some healing reduction with the Heart of Darkness, if you manage to pop it off. But it looks like we're kind of keeping up with him. We do get our invincibility, we stop him from life stealing, and once this invincibility wears off us, I'm totally going to be scared because that's going to be one big smack, 180 damage, and that weapon is just crazy, man. Definitely just crazy. But at least we got our Stone Hammer. Now, second pair of gloves would have been nasty too, but I'm not going to take it. We're going to take one final set of fanny packs, and we're going to just keep rolling. Another set of blueberries, another Glowing Crown for even more invincibility, so we have damage reduction and invincibility. And you know what? I'm actually going to take it. I'm going to take it, and this is pretty much going to be a whole build. From a Spike Staff to crits to stacking up multiple Hunger Blades to getting invincibility for 700 years to getting damage reduction for days. Yeah, I don't think we should have too much of a problem being able to win out unless our opponent steals all our buffs. We can't even get our invincibility and eats up our stamina, but they don't have the chessboard You've got the stable recon Boblader to stack up their buffs as well, and you're going to be trying to remove as much as possible with that Null Blade. Now, invincibility is going to be a different story. Everybody's rocking invincibility lately. I suppose it's kind of nasty because it stops a lot of builds from lifestealing and getting those heals. But we have 100% heal reduction on our opponents. So as long as their invincibility goes away, we should have no problems whatsoever. But can we keep up with them? Because right now it's, honestly, I was going to say looking neck and neck, but not anymore. Yeah, that's 140 crit. And we have 500 max life and still going. 140 crit as well. And with all this in power, it's not going to be close at all. Not bad. Now, we only ended up with about a 62 DPS, but again, our opponents had some invincibility. Lots and lots of invincibility. But it must have come from our spike staff because it had double lamps on it to try and get as much damage as possible. Along with all our power stacking too. Now, in terms of heals, we did manage about an 88 healing per second, which is kind of nice actually. With about 184 max life gains. And in terms of block, how much did our sapphires actually give us? 64, 48, and 45 from our Dragon's Glamour. 220 block. Honestly, not a bad builds. Not too crazy, but not bad either. Echo Battlecry with a bunch of helmets is kind of broken too. But with this right with 2 lives left, how much rank points did we manage to get in this Master's rank? +9. Not bad at all. Hell yeah. But I'm going to leave you here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing. And I hope you can go for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back to round 18 fights, and we're going to see how this build can actually carry us. Going to begin some Burning Blade Dragons with Slime Time, invincibility with time melting for days, Mineki Neko to speed up all our dragons. These guys are going to do some big damage too. We get our own invincibility, and it's just a battle of invincibility for 7 million years. Combining our damage reduction with our invincibility might not be the most smartest idea, if I'm going to be honest, because they kind of play into each other, but we're super defensive, and smash, and just give us enough time to win out. Now, can we deal with double Holy Spirits of Badger Runes and Tiger Runes to scale up all their Vampirism? This is actually going to be kind of nuts. We also got the Heart of Darkness to try and scale down our healing as well, but we got 20% healing efficiency. They get their invincibility, they attack faster and faster, just stacking up their Vampirism. But it's not looking too bad for us. We got our power, we got some spikes, and we should have been able to lamp. Now that's 1000 max life on opponent's side, which is madness. With the Power of the Moon combo, can we actually keep up with them? Because they have crazy Vampirism. And it's kind of looking dicey. Way closer as I was going to be, hell yeah. And still managed to win out though.